We're going to watch the top 10 HBO shows today. Please subscribe to the channel in order to watch more videos before we get started. The distinguishing features of these series are their innovative concepts, gripping stories, and critical acclaim. The show's narrative development, character development, and cultural impact are highly acclaimed. Watchmen, ranked 10th on the list, 8.1 on IMDb. Based on the 1986 DC Comics series, Watchmen is a limited-run superhero drama television series. Lindelof wanted to bring new people and problems that generated a fresh tale within the Watchmen continuity, rather than producing a reboot. Even though the show is officially a sequel that takes place 34 years after the events of the comics within the same parallel reality, when government agencies treat masked vigilantes like criminals, some organize to launch a mutiny, while others try to put an end to it before it degenerates into mayhem. Thus far, this miniseries includes 9 episodes. Number 9. On my list, Barry, IMDb rating, 8.4. Barry is a black comedy crime drama television series created by Alec Berg and Bill Hader that premiered on HBO on March 25, 2018, and concluded on May 28, 2023. After 4 seasons and 32 episodes, Barry follows Barry Berkman, a U.S. Marine and Afghanistan veteran from Cleveland, who works as a hitman and wrestles with loneliness, depression, and guilt caused by his lifestyle as well as his actions during his service. He travels to Los Angeles to kill a target and finds a new sense of purpose when he follows his target into an acting class. After joining the class and making plans to become an actor, using his newfound passion as an outlet for his anxiety, he struggles to distance himself from his old life and keep his past a secret from new friends and colleagues. 8th on my list, Mayor from Easttown, rated 8.4 on IMDb. Mayor of Easttown is a 7-episode American crime drama television series. Police investigator Marianne "Mayor" Sheehan, attempting to prevent her own life from collapsing, is investigating the recent murder of a teenage mother in a Philadelphia suburb. Having been the star of a high school basketball championship game 25 years prior, Mayor is a local hero. Several people in the town have begun to question her detective abilities after she spent a year unable to solve the case of another missing young girl. Her personal struggles include a divorce, the suicide of her son, and a custody dispute involving Mayor's grandson and her son's former heroin addict girlfriend. Number 7, on my list, House of the Dragon, IMDb rating 8.5. House of the Dragon is a fantasy drama television series created by George R.R. Martin and Ryan Condal for HBO. A prequel to Game of Thrones, T is the second television series in the A Song of Ice and Fire franchise. It has 1 season, 10 episodes so far. The reign of House Targaryen begins with this prequel to popular HBO series, Game of Thrones. House of the Dragon is set nearly 200 years before the events of Game of Thrones, telling the story of the Targaryen civil war with King Viserys I Targaryen's children battling for control of the Iron Throne. The Westworld is number 6 on my list, 8.5 on the IMDb. The television series Westworld, a dystopian science fiction Western, is a creation of Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy. Michael Crichton wrote and directed the 1973 film of the same name, which serves as its basis. It is also partially based on the 1976 sequel, Futureworld. Westworld, a theme park with an American Old West theme, was one of numerous theme parks run by Delos Incorporated in the 2050s. Hosts, biological machines that blend seamlessly with their surroundings, inhabit each one. At Westworld, a futuristic theme park with a Western theme, guests engage with automatons. But when the robots start acting strangely, chaos ensues. It includes 32 episodes spread over 4 seasons. Number 5, Boardwalk Empire, ranked on my list, rated 8.6 on IMDb. Historical crime drama on television is called Boardwalk Empire. Steve Buscemi plays Nucky Thompson in the series, which is mostly set in Atlantic City, New Jersey, in the 1920s during the Prohibition period. The idea is that Enoch Thompson, the treasurer of Atlantic City, has connections to both politicians and gangsters, which makes the federal government particularly interested in him. There are currently 56 episodes throughout 5 seasons. The Last of Us is ranked number 4, rating on IMDb. 8.9, a drama television series set in a post-apocalyptic world, The Last of Us. The series is based on the 2013 video game of the same name, which was produced by Naughty Dog. It takes place in 2023, 20 years after a widespread fungal illness that leads its hosts to become zombie-like monsters and wreck society. In the show, Joel, a smuggler, is entrusted with traveling with Ellie, an immune young girl, through a post-apocalyptic United States. So far, there is 1 season and 9 episodes of this series. On my list, True Detective comes in third, 8.9 on IMDb. A television crime drama anthology series is called True Detective. The show's seasons are designed to be self-contained narratives that follow different groups of characters and locales and feature fresh cast combinations. The plot assumes that while looking into homicides, police officers and investigators across the United States are forced to confront horrible secrets about both themselves and the people around them. There are currently 24 episodes in 3 seasons. Second, placed on my ranking, Chernobyl, 9.4 on IMDb. The 2019 television miniseries Chernobyl is a historical drama that centers on the 1986 Chernobyl accident and the subsequent cleanup operations. The tales of those engaged in the accident and those who responded to it are dramatized in Chernobyl, a film that tells the story of the nuclear plant disaster that happened in the Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic in April 1986. The show tells some of the lesser-known tales surrounding the accident, such as the initial responders who were firefighters, volunteers, and the teams of miners that excavated a vital tunnel beneath Reactor 4. Number 1, on the list of all-time favorites, Games of Thrones, IMDb rating, 9.2. Game of Thrones is a fantasy drama television series created by David Benioff and D.B. Weiss for HBO. It is an adaptation of A Song of Ice and Fire, a series of fantasy novels by George R.R. Martin, the first of which is A Game of Thrones. Set on the fictional continents of Westeros and Essos, Game of Thrones has a large ensemble cast and follows several story arcs throughout the course of the show. The first major arc concerns the Iron Throne of the Seven Kingdoms of Westeros through a web of political conflicts among the noble families, either vying to claim the throne or fighting for independence from whoever sits on it. The second focuses on the last descendant of the realm's deposed ruling dynasty, who has been exiled to Essos and is plotting to return and reclaim the throne. The third follows the Night's Watch, a military order defending the realm against threats from beyond Westeros's northern border. It has 8 seasons and 73 episodes. That's the end. Thanks for watching the full video. Join us as we embark on a cinematic journey, exploring the silver screen's finest moments, one review at a time, because in the world of movies, the credits may roll, but the magic never truly fades away.